August 1834. Conference Minutes of the Elders of the Church of the Latter-day Saints, assembled in Kirtland, August 23, 1834. After the usual form of the conference came to order and was opened by prayer, when the following preamble and resolutions were read, and ordered to be printed in the Evening and Morning Star, and sent as a circular to the churches abroad. Whereas a report having come to the knowledge of the Church in this place, censuring the conduct of Brother Joseph Smith, Jr., relative to his proceedings during his late journey to and from Missouri, and whereas said report was calculated to create unfavorable influence as regards the moral character and honesty of our brother, it becomes necessary for us to investigate the matter, and report the same to our brethren abroad. Therefore, resolved, that after hearing from the mouth of some that a suspicion rested upon their minds relative to the conduct of our brother, as regards his honesty and godly walk, we have investigated his whole proceedings by calling upon those who accompanied him to and from Missouri, and are happy to have it in our power to say to our brethren abroad, one and all, that we are satisfied with his conduct, having learned from the clearest evidence that he has acted in every respect worthy his high and responsible station in this church, and has prudently and cautiously preserved the good of this society at large, and is still worthy our esteem and fellowship, and that those reports could have originated in the minds of none except such as, either from a misunderstanding or natural jealousy, are easily led to conceive of evils where none exist. Resolved, that we say to our brethren, that while we are surrounded by thousands eager to grasp at a shadow, if they have a hope of turning it into the semblance of a falsehood for the injury of the gospel, we exhort them to be steadfast and immovable in the truth, resting assured that while they continue to walk in the holy covenant they have professed to embrace, that nothing can, in the end, operate against their good, and that while wickedness abounds as in the days of old, the characters of those seeking the greatest good for their fellow men will be shamefully traduced, and every act of their lives misrepresented, and a false shade thrown over their worthy deeds, calculated to create an evil prejudice in the minds of community, to prevent, if possible, the increase of light, to better the effect of their own purposes, and keep men in error. We say, brethren, may peace and the blessings of our Lord Jesus be multiplied upon you, through the knowledge of the truth forever. Resolved, that these minutes be signed by the moderator and clerk, and published to the churches in the Evening and the Morning Star. Reynolds Cahoon, Moderator. Oliver Cowdery, Clerk. We, the undersigned members of the above-named conference, for the satisfaction of our brethren abroad, feel it to be our duty to say to those with whom we have a personal acquaintance, that we were present during the foregoing investigation, and cheerfully concur on the spirit of the above minutes, and join in saying that we are perfectly satisfied that, whatever impressions may have gone abroad, or whatever may yet remain with any in this vicinity relative to the conduct of our brother Joseph Smith, Jr., we are certain, from evidence, that he conducted himself in all respects as set forth in the resolutions of this conference. We are induced to make these statements that the innocent may not suffer wrongfully, and that the minds of our brethren may be satisfied that every appearance of evil is, in this place, searched out, and that nothing unbecoming a society of people professing godliness suffered to exist among them. J.B. Bosworth, from Norton, Ohio. John Smith, Potsdam, New York. Orson Johnson, Bath, New Hampshire. Roswell Evans, Waterford, Vermont. William Burgess, Bolton, New York. Almon Sherman, Pomfret, New York. Jonas Putnam, Bolton, New York. Ira Ames, Benson, Vermont. Asa Lyman, Parishville, New York. John Rudd, Springfield, Pennsylvania. Isaac Story, Warsaw, New York. Oliver Higley, Jamestown, New York. Jacob Bump, Silver Creek, New York. Isaac Hill, East Liverpool, Ohio. Lorenzo Young, Liverpool, Ohio. We, the undersigned members of this conference, being personally acquainted with Brother Joseph Smith, Jr., and having accompanied him to Missouri, certify that the foregoing is correct. Heber C. Kimball, Lyman Johnson.